It sure is a beautiful morning. Really loving this. I'm hearing the birds chirping. We got just a little bit of snow on the ground, as you can see. And yeah, I just really am grateful for this long run today. I'll be doing about 20 miles on this run, and in this video I'm talking about the Hoka Clifton 10. This shoe just came out and I've really been enjoying myself in this shoe. By the end of this run, I'll have hit 65, maybe almost 70 miles. So all the B-roll footage that you're gonna see in this video was recorded after this run, so you're gonna see the shoe in its true and current state after all those accumulated miles. Also, give the video a like, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much. Really appreciate you. I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So I'll produce the videos, you just gotta subscribe. But in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about a few things: the overall build quality and the comfort, the performance, and the value. But first, voiceover Chad, why don't you talk a little bit about some of the specs and features of the shoe?
Hoka states, ushering in a new era of plush performance, this next generation update delivers a revitalized underfoot experience with an additional 3 millimeters in heel-to-toe drop, delivering the same ultralight cushioning that made the Clifton a fan favorite. We fine-tuned the fit and added a breathable jacquard upper with double lace lock to mitigate tongue migration. As for some of those specs and features, you get a jacquard knit upper, updated last with more toe box room, double lace lock system which mitigates tongue migration or movement, a CM EVA or compression molded EVA midsole, Metarocker underfoot shape. Stack height is not published but feels like 38 millimeters in the heel and 30 millimeters of toe stack. Some reports say up to 42 millimeters in the rear. 8 millimeter drop. The Clifton 9 for reference had a 5 millimeter drop, and weighing in at 278 grams or 9.8 ounces in a men's US 10 and a US MSRP of $150. Hoka did provide this shoe for the purpose of review, but know that all thoughts and opinions are strictly my own. Chad, back over to you.
Now, there are a few things that Hoka changed or updated in the Clifton 10 compared to past versions. Specifically, and I'll show you, in the heel, they added 3 more millimeters of stack. So you're getting just a little bit more midsole stack, and while it's only 3 millimeters, it is noticed. Additionally, they widened right here along the pinky toe of the toe box. They widened this part of the shoe just a hair, although I would say it's still not a wide-fitting shoe, but it is noticed compared to the Clifton 9. So as far as overall build quality and comfort goes, I'm really impressed. Hoka knows how to build a quality shoe, and it shows in this shoe. I don't think you're gonna run into any sort of quality or premature wear issues. Ooh, shout out to Ryan Van Duzer. Ole, 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 ole. He does that inside of every tunnel or when going underneath the bridge. That jacquard mesh upper is really comfortable. It adapts to your foot and your foot movement really well. It's pretty breathable, durable, and comfortable. The tongue is padded, and although it's not gusseted, there are 2 little hooks or loops on the tongue. See if I can show you here. Right there. There's one on each side which help keep the tongue from drifting off to either side. Seems to be a pretty clever way to hold that tongue in place. I actually really like the padding in this tongue. It's not too plush, but you have just enough to make things and keep things really comfortable. Additionally, you get some really good padding in the ankle and the heel. It helps hold your heel in place, kind of locks it in place, but you also get a bit of a heel flare, which is really appreciated because it prevents any rubbing against the Achilles. I've experienced absolutely no redness, hot spot, or blisters in this shoe, and the shoe runs true to size. I went with my normal 9.5, and I have a comfortable amount of length and room in the shoe. Now moving down the shoe a tiny bit into that midsole, it is a compressed EVA midsole, which is good enough. It's nothing to write home about, but it is soft and offers just a little bit of bounce underfoot. I did find it to be and remain very comfortable underfoot. I do wonder about longevity in the compressed EVA foam. I wonder if after 150, 200, 300 miles, it'll start to feel flat, but right now it feels really nice. Oh, another tunnel. Ole, 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 ole. And then the last thing I'll mention about the build is that outsole rubber. Nothing special, Hoka standard rubber. It's placed strategically on the shoe where you need it, not where you don't, to help keep the weight down, but it is grippy and seems to be lasting a long time so far in the shoe. As far as build quality goes, I think it's really well built, and I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. As for comfort, I've genuinely been pleased, and this is a shoe that doesn't distract me from wanting to go on that next run. I've looked forward to putting in the miles in this shoe. I'm gonna give comfort a 9 out of 10 as well. Good job, Hoka. It's really pretty out here, running along the Big Thompson River in northern Colorado. The snow just looks so nice. And it's sure pretty out here. Really grateful for this run. So now moving on to the performance of the Clifton 10. There's a couple things that I really like. One, this shoe feels lightweight, and two, I don't feel like I get foot fatigue in the shoe either. I can just enjoy the miles, concentrate on being in the moment. I like the soft cushioning underfoot, and it does give you just a little bit of rebound or bounce. Although I do think that it's time for Hoka to implement more of that, maybe a nitrogen infused EVA midsole. I was a little surprised that they didn't do that in this shoe. Maybe we'll get that in the Clifton 11, who knows. I do like the lockdown fit around the top of my foot, you know, in that midfoot and in the heel. That's really nice. Now, this is not a shoe that I use for those faster, you know, tempo or interval type of runs. I think something with a more inspirational underfoot feel, something that's a little more, got more rebound to it. But for the other 80 to 90% of your runs, the Hoka Clifton 10 will do great. It'll perform great. So I'm gonna give performance an 8, maybe an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason for that dog points is because I do feel that the midsole is becoming a little old school and could be a little more inspiring and a little more bouncy, so that if I was feeling really good, really fresh, and I wanted to pick up the pace, I would feel comfortable doing so in this shoe. But I really feel that it's at home for those just regular daily miles, casual miles, and long runs. Oh, here's another one. Kind of fun. And they built a little cutout right there for the chickens to come through. Oh, do you think I got some food or something? Because I only have gels. I don't think that would be appropriate to give you gels. Oh, hello. He's like, what are you doing? All right, enough with the distractions. On with the run. Speaking of gels, another tunnel. Ole, 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 ole. Shout out to you, Ryan Van Duzer. And you'd think after all the trail running that I do that this slight incline would be easy. Still feeling it. Moving on to the value of the Clifton 10. $150 US MSRP, which is $5 more than the Clifton 9 was. I think that is a competitive price, and a price probably worth paying for this shoe. It is also one that I would recommend. Would I choose the Clifton 10 over the Clifton 9? Yes, I would. I think the extra midsole stack is noticed. It's nice to have. And if you're okay stepping up from a 5mm to an 8mm drop, then I think this is gonna be a great shoe to have either in your shoe rotation or as your dedicated road shoe. If I were looking for a shoe in that $150 range, the Hoka Clifton 10 is definitely one that I would consider. There are a few other shoes in that 160 to 170 price range where you get a better midsole. First shoe that comes to mind is the Ultra Forward Via, which is a zero drop shoe, but that is also another road shoe that I've really enjoyed. But that comes in at, it was 160, 165 if I remember correctly. Another shoe that comes in cheaper, 130 to 140 if I remember correctly, is the, believe it or not, Skechers Razor 5. I really enjoy that shoe. It fits similar, maybe slightly more narrow than the Clifton 10, has a more inspiring and bouncy midsole, and is also lightweight and fun to run in. So I'm gonna give value a solid 8 out of 10. I think it'd be nice if it were closer to that 130 to 140 price range, even though $150 is very competitive. So there you have it. I think that's all I really have for you today on this beautiful run in the Hoka Clifton 10. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them, and consider joining the channel membership. Starts at only $1 a month and just goes to support the channel and everything that I'm trying to do here as I look to inform and inspire you. So on that note, remember to be consistent, express gratitude. Thanks for being here today, and enjoy every mile as I am today in the Hoka Clifton 10. I will see you on the next video. Bye now.